Yo, what's happening, guys? Austin More Skills Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. So in this video, we are going to talk all about hybrid crops. This has been a pretty highly requested topic. A lot of people have been wanting me to make a video about this, so I decided it was time to do so. I've been doing a lot of experimentation with the hybrid crops, so I think I have a good enough understanding to make a video about it. But before we get into the video, I just want to show you this right here. So I finally got the amazing field, and I think this is going to be a game changer for making a ton of money in Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life, especially if you fill this bad boy up with hybrid crops. Like, you're going to make so much money doing this. Now, something interesting about the hybrid crops. So Gen 2 hybrids are typically worth around 400 to 500 G per hybrid. Now, once you get into the Gen 3, like the real rare ones that you can actually name, those ones are worth like 1,000 per hybrid. So it's pretty insane, like how much money you can make with hybrids. So yeah, let's get right into the video, and we're gonna meet our friend Vinnie over here. And he doesn't make hybrids right away. The first couple days, you literally just have to like spam talk to him, like, you know, like 10 or 20 times. And then probably like the third day-ish, you should unlock the ability to make hybrids. You'll know you have it once you see this option right here that says, I'd like to mix some crops. If you see that option, you're ready to get going and make those hybrids. I think it might be a good idea to discuss what hybrids actually are. You know, I think that's important. So hybrids are created by mixing two different crops, fruits. You can also mix a flower in there as well to give it some special benefits. Alright, so now it's time to buy some seeds. And this is something I just started doing. So at first, when I was doing the hybrids, I was just mixing the crops together. And I'm like, well, if I mix the seeds together, I can literally get a jump start on this hybrid stuff, because you can buy all the basic seeds all year round. So you can literally get started with hybrids like once you unlock Vinnie. Now obviously Celia sells 8 different crop seeds, and I think like 4 or 5 trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 different trees. Now this may depend on your budget, but to get started, I would buy like 5 of each. We'll get 5 tomatoes. I'm probably gonna cut this part out. Alright, so I have bought 5 of everything. So now we're gonna go back to my farm, and I'm going to demonstrate the hybrids. Alright, so first we're going to start with the basics, right? Let's just make a hybrid, tier 1, right? So tier 1 hybrids require 2 basic starter seeds or starter fruits. Alright, so let's just mix a basic tomato seed and strawberry seed. And let's see what we come up with. Alright, now sometimes you'll get just a plain old tomato seed. It doesn't always work, even if you have the right combination. So let's go ahead and do it again. Now, if you don't want to waste a bunch of your seeds, you can always save your game before doing this, in case, you know, you don't have the best results. But, you know, I'm loaded with money, so I don't really care whether if I lose some or not. So let's go ahead and try and make it again. And I think it might work this time. Yup. And we have a berry tama seed, which is our first hybrid, tier 1. Now there's like so many different combinations you can do with this, right? So we can mix a watermelon with a tomato and see what we get. Looks like we got a green tama. Yeah, green tama seed. And that is tier 1 hybrids of crops. Now, you can also do trees as well, right? So if I give Vinnie a orange or an orange seed mixed with like an apple, for example. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's mix an orange and apple together. And like I said, it doesn't have to be seeds. You can do crops. You can do, you know, the actual fruit itself. And let's see what we got. Boom. We got a orange apple seed. Now to give you another example, let's try to mix a peach seed with an orange seed and see what we come up with. All right, we just got a plain old peach seed that time, but let's try it again. Bam, bam. All right, I think we're gonna get it this time. Cutscene's usually a good, yeah, we got it. The cutscene's usually a good indicator that we get something. All right, moving on, let's talk about tier 2 hybrids. Now, these are obtained by combining 2 tier 1 hybrids together. Now, the tier 2 crops have a unique appearance that are different than the tier 1s. All right, so let's try to get a tier 2 crop. Let's mix our berry tama seed with our green tama seed and see what we get. Boom. All right, we got a tier 2 crop. Vinnie says it's something really rare. I ain't seen nothing like this before. Why don't you name the crop? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can actually name the crop like whatever you want. Like I can call this crop Sup, dude. And yeah, that's our new crop. Let's see if we can get a tier 2 tree. All right, we'll go ahead and mix our pot orange with our grapple seed. See if anything happens. Sweet. So we got our generation 3 tree, tier 2 hybrid tree. And yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. That kind of, that looks so unique. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it. We'll call it brah. And yeah. But what are some other things that you can do with Vinnie? Like I mentioned earlier, you can also give Vinnie flowers. Now, certain flowers will do certain things and give it different benefits. The first one is the happy lamp flower, which is found in the summertime. Now, this allows crops to grow all year round. We're gonna test this with the, what's a good one to test it with? We'll do this with the sweet potato seed. We'll add a happy lamp flower to it. And typically the sweet potato seed only grows in autumn, so this should allow it to grow all year round. All right, so let's go ahead and check it. And here we go, sweet potato seeds can grow all year round. Now the next flower that Vinnie accepts is the sage oil flower. Now you can find this flower during the fall around the dig site. Basically lets any type of crop be planted in any soil type, right? So I think this would be useful for hybrids because typically hybrids you have to plant them in very fertile soil. So let's test it out with our water nip seed and see what we come up with. All right, and it did work. You'll know if it worked if you see like this little diamond right here. But as you can see, our water nip seeds will now grow in all soil types. So before, it wouldn't grow in poor soil, but now it can. Now the next flower we're gonna talk about is the up seed flower, which will basically turn any crop or seed into S rank. So let's go ahead and try it. Let's go ahead and try to turn our melon seed into an S seed. It is currently B right now. And yeah, as you can see, we have an S melon seed now, thanks to our up seed flower and our B rank melon seed that we just gave Vinnie. Now it's also important to know that none of these flowers will work on fruits, but there is one flower in particular that will, and that is the trick blue flower. And that kind of has its own set of rules. Now, basically what trick flowers do, they will turn your crop or seed into a blue seed. All right, so let's go ahead and turn our tomato into a blue tomato. Should be a blue tomato seed, if done correctly. And boom, there we go, blue tomato. Now, to provide you guys with some more information, I do have a spreadsheet for you in the description down below. I found this spreadsheet off Reddit. It's not mine, but it has been pretty accurate. So if you made the spreadsheet and you're watching this video, just go ahead and comment down below and I'll give you credit. But yeah, it's been pretty good. So definitely check that out. It has all the different combinations on there for every single hybrid. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then consider subscribing. and I'll talk to you later.